This weekend will mark 1 year since a young man tried to kill Donald Trump during a campaign rally in Butler County. A bullet hit Trump's ear.
The attempted assassin was identified as Thomas Crooks of Bethel Park, age 20. Crooks fired shots from a rooftop and ended up shot and killed by the Secret Service.
But not before killing firefighter Corey Comparator, who was in the crowd, along with 2 other people who were injured. Comparator died shielding his family from the gunfire.
This week, the Secret Service revealed that it suspended 6 agents in connection with the security failure. 4 of them were from the Pittsburgh field office, including the head of the office and the second in command. The agency also made other changes, including upgrades that allow agents to communicate by radio directly with local law enforcement.
Those improvements, I think they've looked inward and looked in a reflective way of what went wrong, obviously, at Butler, and it was completely ill in terms of the way that advance was done. I think we all know that.
But relatively little is still known about the gunman and his motive.
Now, a CBS News investigation shows how Thomas Crooks fell apart. Scott McFarland has more on the evidence he left behind.
We have millions and millions of people.
Thomas Crooks was just 20 years old with no history of political radicalization or violence.
Thomas Crooks,
an engineering student who impressed his teachers with big plans for his future, according to his former professor, Patricia Thompson.
I thought he was a star student. He had his head on straight and he was on a path for success.
But when Crooks's path changed,
Right here, right on the roof. He's going down!
shooting and wounding President Trump, killing volunteer firefighter Corey Comparator, and injuring 2 more at a campaign rally near Pittsburgh. Crooks was killed by a Secret Service sniper.
Did you think it can't be him?
Definitely.
This is my audience for the persuasion speech.
In the months before the incident, he was seemingly leading 2 lives. CBS News uncovered emails showing last year Crooks was applying to transfer to a 4-year engineering program while at the same time designing a bomb. In between emails about school, Crooks ordered a chemical compound called nitromethane, which is flammable and explosive. He followed up when the shipment was late. He perused websites about firearms, tactical gear, ammunition, and then on December 6, 2023, internet logs show Crooks scanning a web page about Trump, and 1 minute later, reading about AR-15s, the same weapon he took to target practice at a nearby shooting range before using one in the Butler attack. We showed Thompson, who was interviewed about Crooks by the FBI, what we found.
I don't know why he would be so positive with his schoolwork and so dedicated to that, and then working on something, destructive.
6 months before the shooting, he was increasingly using encrypted email and internet, invisible online even to his friends.
Freshman year, 2019.
Is that more how you remember him?
Yeah.
Tristan Radcliffe, who was also interviewed by investigators, says images of Crooks from that day in July show a physical transformation.
When I would see him from elementary school to when I last seen him at college, he would always have tight denim jeans, glasses, short hair, and then just to see him like that, oh my goodness.
And then this was his final presentation.
Thompson, who taught Crooks in 2023, compiled an exhaustive archive of Crooks' schoolwork, searching for clues.
Did you find it hard to open this back up?
Oh, yeah.
And the mystery over why he did it haunts those close to Crooks.
It's tragic, he did kill somebody, and, that's just unforgivable.
Scott McFarland, CBS News, Washington.